I've done a few of these movies, and the first thing, I guess, well, there's two things I get asked, and one of them is what beach it is. Holy shit, hang on. Oops. There's salmon right there, I'll be back. I didn't plan that. Right. So, I've done a few of these movies, Salmon off the Beach. They're actually one of my favourite type of movies to film. Quite challenging, especially solo. But there's two questions I get asked whenever I make. The first one's kind of obvious. What beach is it? Now, it's not a secret beach, but I don't reveal the name of it just out of respect to the locals. I've seen that happen before. A beach or a location gets mentioned on social media, and the next time you go there and there's people everywhere and there's rubbish everywhere. If you know where it is, it's not hard to find, you know. Now the second, there's more salmon coming on. I'm gonna have to catch another one here. They're out there. The second thing I get asked is what rod I use. Now, it's this, and we'll cover it in a second. The other thing I always get asked, before I was so rudely interrupted, is what gear I use. Now, I guess I'm a bit of a gear nerd, but the gear that I use for this, it's specifically the rod that I guess people are asking for. Now the rod I use is an old Japanese domestic model. It's a shore jigging 87 MH. It was bought, I think direct from Japan years ago, many years ago. You can't get it anymore. I haven't looked for anything similar because this does the job. But here's the thing, I use the rod heaps. I don't love it. It's kind of a bit sloppy. It's got 3 different types of guides on it, which doesn't seem to make any sense to me. It's great for the beach. It's great for fighting salmon, and it'll cast a stick bait, like a heavy stick bait or a metal, an absolute mile. But for something that I get asked so much about, I find it funny that it's probably my least favourite rod. I've matched that to a 4000 Catalina. I've got P2 or P3. I think it's pretty much the best bang for your buck reel on the market. This catches everything for me. And then lures wise, look, the salmon, they'll hit most things. I guess I'm partial to stick baits. There was an old, long, bullet-shaped stick bait that I used to use, essentially just for casting distance. But now I've got these ASWBs. I think they're the flutter drop in a 50. They cast almost as fast, but these have a good action. The action on these is awesome. So I'll take these over the other stick baits and twisties next time. Yeah. You can pump these out probably 80 meters, and you can do a slow rolling retrieve and they'll work. When I was trying to get the strike footage before, I'd essentially just land it without even getting a wind on the reel. I'd already be hooked up. It was terrible for strike footage and getting those salmon busting out of the water, but it's because they shimmy as they sink. And I was probably landing it right in front of their noses. This would shimmy down, and thank you very much. I don't think I'm going to get interrupted again, and I've snapped this off, which is probably a good thing. So that school that came past before was probably maybe 5-6 minutes of fish. So if I was to go east, you would think that they're just balling up somewhere down there. I could probably go for a drive and look for them, but it's 10 o'clock, I've got to get back to Perth, and I reckon that'll pretty much do it.